It's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Piofiore, and we're gonna do all our bad endings. Okay. So yeah, we're starting the last of our bad endings. This a part or two, maybe? I don't know. We'll see how long they take, but we'll find out, seeing how far we get today. But this could be the last part of the game. I don't know. We have like 6 of them, though. So I'm thinking, unless they're super short, I don't know. We'll see. Chapters. Chapter 8 with affinity low and cooperation low. Affinity and cooperation low. Yes. Okay. And now I have to turn my thing down. It's so loud in my ear.
It's so loud. Oh my god.
Bimmy. And skip. Skip to Malou, going on a date with Nicola. Oh, we get our bad ending like right away. Okay. After we say we have an illness, so these could be very short and quick. That would be great, because then we can go and play and listen to our voice acting and do all that kind of stuff, and then, you know, so. I do want to see... I have an illness. I want to see with Henry, like, how he did the voice as Direttore and Henry, if it's different. You know what I mean? I'm going to guess we're going to die here. Nicola cut the ropes binding me. We were ready to move when... Okay. The man returned inside the room. Why, you... Seeing us free, quickly drew his gun. Stop it! Don't shoot! He tried to stop his comrade, but it was too late. Nicola pushed me down to the ground so that we could stay low. The bullets flew over us and hit the goods behind us. Caso! Huh? Suddenly, a bright light flashed through the area. Nicola threw himself over me. The man in the area itself, everything was engulfed in flames. They just, like, blew shit up. I don't know what happened. My conscience faded away. Wow, okay, we just got blowed up. All right, well, that was a fast one. I mean, if they're all that fast, that'd be great. Okay. But some of them are going to take a lot of skipping, so... Okie dokie. Well, yeah, like bad end 2. Load save file once. We gotta go down here. Whoops. This is 1. Yes. Okay. After pondering what to do, we say, I can't keep Gil waiting. Gil's probably waiting for me. I better hurry back. And not that I'm worried about him. I was sure I'd meet the man again. I thought about speaking with him at a later time as I left my room. Okay. This one might be long, because then we gotta skip through and we gotta go to chapter 6 and everything. So we got a lot of skipping. I'll go back to the church. We skip our meanwhile story, so oh, Leo. Good boy. You never died in any route. I'm so happy. That's all I asked. Everybody else died and bad things happened, but you lived through everything, and I'm just so glad. Okay. It's just a lot of skipping because we have to skip chapter 6 and then we get our bad ending. We have to basically go through the entire chapter 6. Like, holy shit. I do kind of in this one almost wish there was a like skip to next choice. Yes, skip to next choice. But with the meanwhile stories, it'd be kind of hard to do that, I guess. This is the processing one that we're supposed to skip. Yep, okay. All right. I just like to make sure And then we get into chapter 6. I don't know if we're there yet. I was looking down. It's the 10 minutes of skipping. You know. I mean, it'd be nice if we could get through all the bad endings in like 30 minutes. This way we have 30 minutes to play with the voice acting. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to suck. It'll be like 45 minutes of bad endings. You'll be like, shit. Oh, well. You know what I mean? Then we won't get to listen to it as much, but it'll be okay. It might be a long part. No! Go away! I don't want you to update. Stupid talent. I'd better get back to my duties. Is there a meeting tonight? Was there a meeting tonight? Not at all. I thought so. I hadn't been contacted about it. So why was Yang here? This was starting to feel odd. I just love that Yang comes. It's probably too late. Which is strange, because I really feel like that's the... I should go see! That should have been like the... I'm gonna get stabbed by him. But, okay. We'll skip those meanwhile stories that come up now. Well, next, anyway. Oh, no, that... Okay, that one just happens. Sorry, okay. Skip those other ones. Aww. Marco and Sophia. So cute. They have their little friend thing. Alright. Oh, something doesn't feel right. We've only made one different choice here. Like 2, actually, I think. Interesting. Have Orlok go. Literally 2 choices in this. From when we started this. Oh. Once ignited, the flames of anger and violence only spread. You know what it is? Is because we didn't go out and talk to Henry. When we saw him in the very beginning, that's exactly what it was. It doesn't matter about any other choice. It was when we were in the church and we were like, oh, I'll just go back to Gil. It's like, let me go out and talk. You go out and you talk to Henry. If you did, we didn't in this time. And that's why he doesn't come and save us. Interesting. I took the hit and fell to the ground. The stone pavement felt cold. Had I landed on my head? The only thing I knew was that a sharp pain was running through it. I saw Orlok trying to make his way through the mob. I then felt something wet and warm running down my face. The red liquid slowly covered my eyes. Soon, my eyes could see no more. It's like such a quick end for the amount of time that we had to spend skipping through. Like, I'm just saying, like... Alright. Oh, great. Here we come on an ending where, this... Okay, so that was... Why doesn't it go back all the way down here? Oh, wait. Hold on. Yes. Oh, this is the one... Right. This is the one I was thinking where it was right here. A certain figure crossed my mind. Oh, it's... And I was like, wait, we say it's probably too late? I figured... Right, because we saved a second time here. No? Okay. I'll go and see who it is. What?
Huh? You going after her? Leave her alone. I bet that person is someone special to her.
He's gonna kill me. And don't get in my way. She's gonna hate you.
Come on. It's not going to take long.
But... Well, it isn't too dangerous if she's going to stay within the area, but... Yes, it is. I came running out to the garden, but I didn't see anyone in the graveyard anymore. Those 2 arrived just a moment ago, so he must be nearby. I looked outside and ran into the streets. I noticed a shadow moving into the alley. I hastily gave chase. She should have just called out to him. This is bad. You there! The person turned around in surprise. It wasn't anyone I knew. Oh, I thought it was Henry. Oh, I'm so sorry. The hell you want with me, huh? You telling me I'm drunk? I wasn't sure if he was simply drunk or under the influence of drugs. His eyes were unfocused. I'm so sorry. I just thought... Shut up! You got a problem? He grabbed my wrist with surprising force. He then drew something from his jacket. A knife. I really thought it was going to be Henry in the garden and Henry was going to kill us. Look at that! Henry's a nice boy! He never killed us once. I'm just saying Yang fucking killed us, okay? Okay, Henry hasn't killed us yet.
Signorina, I fear for you. Stepping into the world of the Mafia. It will only lead to death.
I mean, he wasn't wrong. His words echoed within my mind.
Problem solved. No, you can't say nothing.
Unable to hold back the pain, I crumpled to the ground. I can't move. I couldn't even speak. Not how I expected this to go. Blood flowed out of my body. I felt death wrapping its arms around me. And slowly, I closed my eyes in eternal slumber. I mean, I expected to die. I just didn't think it was going to be some rando killing us. I absolutely assumed it was going to be Henry in the garden that was going to kill us. I'm just saying. All right. Bad end 4. That's this one, right? I should be good. Yeah, okay. It's weird because bad end 1, I'm like, it's load save 3. Right, load save 3. Duh, okay. Doesn't say anything. I should be going. I'm sorry, but I really need to head back. I'm sure everyone at church is waiting. I also want to give Dante some time alone to digest what we just heard. I had a hunch that he'd appreciate having time to himself.
I see. Well, please do come again.
Yes, and thank you, Julia. With that, Dante and I stepped out of the kitchen. We were riding in the same car that had driven me to the manor. We were now passing through Arca. Suddenly, gunshots were fired. The car jerked, sliding suddenly until it collided into a wall. What's going on? Dante somehow managed to get up and looked outside through the cracked window. We saw men wearing black come toward us. He quickly ducked his head at the sound of gunfire. The glass shattered onto us. Dante, what should we... I'll distract them, so use that chance to run to the church. They're probably after me. They must have marked this car knowing it's owned by the Falzone. I can't risk having you near me. But I can't leave you here alone! Just go! Dante jumped out of the car and began shooting to give me cover. Please be safe. I got out of the car and dashed toward the church with Dante's support. Then I noticed... more men clad in black appeared from behind Dante. Dante, behind you! I turned around to run toward Dante. And died. Promptly died. Before I could reach him, a bullet shot through my body. Space! Oh, you're gonna hurt Dante! As Dante called my name, more bullets flew toward him. I'm like, we're not worried about anybody else. I'm literally worried about Dante's mental state when, like, Nicola or I die. I saw Dante slowly falling to the ground. Well, it's okay. He's dead now, too. That was the last image my eyes would see. Aw, they killed Dante, too. Rude. At least I didn't have to live to see it, is all I'm saying. All right. Save file 4. I wish it would stop, like, okay, this is save. Wait, that's 1, 2, 3. It's this one, right? I'm trying to prepare myself. Yeah. Yes. I need to prepare myself first. Hearing Orlok's words, Oh, right, this is about meeting Rosberg. Okay. You said tomorrow, right? Orlok nodded silently. Bishop Joseph von Rosberg was a very high-ranking official within the church. I could see that Orlok was very pious just by living here at the church with him, so I think I can trust someone who he treats in high regard. But tomorrow is a bit too sudden. I'm not really prepared to see him.
Understood. I'll ask the Falzone to cover me while I go and meet him.
I'm so sorry, Orlok, for not going with you.
It can't be helped. His Excellency's visit was unexpected news.
And then Orlok won't be here and someone will come to the church. The following day, as scheduled, Orlok went by himself to see Bishop Rosberg. Orlok returned later and came to my room, saying that he needed to talk with me.
His Excellency has asked to meet you in person.
He may be unable to take on your burden, but he could be a beacon of guidance. His Excellency has asked me to convey that. He must be a very kind person to think of me. There were a few things I wanted to ask him about. I didn't really understand what it meant to be a key maiden. He said he'll come back next week. Can you meet with him then? Yes. Hearing my reply, Orlok breathed a sigh of relief, giving a small smile. The day finally arrived. Orlok set the meeting for early in the morning so that we could meet in secrecy. Things were chaotic day and night, but the early morning hours were relatively quiet. Orlok led me to the ruins located on the hills outside of town. Many people avoided coming here because of rumors of the Grim Reaper appearing. No? Okay. Is this really the place? Orlok held my hand as he led the way. He suddenly turned around to look at me. Don't worry, I'll protect you. He's gonna die. I was surprised at his impeccable timing of responding to what was on my mind. Thank you, Orlok. We stepped into the ruins. This is gonna be the longest bad ending for one that was quickly done. You know what I mean? A single man stood inside. The elderly man wore a fine robe and had a very dignified presence. You must be Bishop Rosberg? I asked him politely, at which he simply looked at me and smiled. Indeed. This is strange. I figured Orlok's gonna go meet with him and we're gonna die, and someone's gonna come and we're gonna die at the church, you know what I mean? But nope, here we are, meeting it. Interesting. Thank you very much for coming all this way. No need to thank me. Key Maiden, facing your fate can be quite daunting and fearsome. Yet you took a brave step in coming here. I applaud you for that. Bishop Rosberg, I will share with you all I know about your destiny as the Key Maiden. We have to read this all over again? Why, thank you very... Nope. I was like, do we really have to go through the whole thing again just to get to the bad ending? Interesting. Nope. What's going on? A sudden explosion. The ground shook and the ruins were caving in. My God, Henry, you thought of everything, didn't you? Orlok picked me up in one arm, then extended the other to grab Bishop Rosberg. He carried us both and sped toward the exit. Another explosion. Stone, slate, and tiles came falling down on our heads from above. Oh, I guess we didn't make it out. Okay. I'm going to assume we're Emilio. Many stars have lost their light and have been swallowed into darkness. I wonder if that was careless. Using the same location twice in such a short time was unwise. Someone must have found out. Oh, Direttore saw Orlok go there, and because we went back, he was prepared. I see. I get it. That makes sense. Thank you, Emilio, for telling me shit that I should have remembered or thought about, but... I wonder if the perpetrator kept their eye on the ruins for a long time. Losing Joseph is quite painful, but not more than losing the Key Maiden. And here I thought I gave her sufficient support. It's a shame. And so their story ended quickly and abruptly. All I could do was offer a bit of advice and to watch over them. May their souls rest in peace. I made a sign of the cross and offered my prayers. Really? To yourself? I'm just saying. I'm sure he's not actually God, but I'm just saying I'm going with it because it's fucking hilarious how he's just like, Henry's like, he looks exactly the same as from when I met him when I was a kid. That was the one. Okay, yeah, this is the last one. All right. Nope, this one. Whoops. Yes. This one's got a lot of skipping that we're going to be going through too. I reply, I could forgive him. Yes, I could forgive him. Henry's like, yeah, not the answer I wanted to hear. Is that because you feel sorry for him? I'm not sure. I love you, Henry. It's because you're beautiful. He hates the world. Everyone will say he should be punished. Yes, you might be right. If he committed many sins, then many would probably hate him. Even so, even if the others said otherwise, even if the world said otherwise, I can't dismiss the suffering he endured during his life. I don't think vengeance is a good thing, but he must have suffered greatly. He was hurt and suffered in pain without finding any salvation along the way, which is why I can only assume he did what he had to do with no other options in sight. I mean, that's sort of true, I guess. If Chloe's younger brother sought vengeance out of sheer madness, I could forgive him for what he had done. Even if that meant I might be hurt, I wouldn't change my answer. I know I'm just being lenient, but that's what I think. Henry extended his shaking hand to me. But before his fingers could touch me, he clenched his hand into a fist. Henry? I don't have the right to touch you. His words were weak and shaking. I need to pay for my sins. Even so, I hope I can free you from this absurd mission. He's going to end up killing me. And that is my hope. Oh, this goes down into the romance ending for Henry. Interesting. Henry... And without another word, Henry turned around and walked away. I was all alone now. Because the choices that we next get are the choices that we made in, A few days passed. Dante and the others will be gathering at the church tonight to hold their meeting. I found an unexpected guest in the refectory. Hello there, Leo. Is Dante with you? Interesting, this is different. I mean, obviously, because we're not skipping, but...
I just came for personal reasons.
Sis, we have a new friend. Sister Sophia said he's gonna live with us starting today.
I saw a boy in front of me that looked a bit younger than Jean.
I'm sorry, I brought him here. His parents came from France to live in Berlin, but they lost their job with all the things happening, so he was abandoned in Strano.
I see.
I couldn't leave him behind. He's just like me, but I can't take him to the Falzone family, not with my status.
Oh, Leo! Oh, he's such a good boy. He's like, I want to bring home strays, but Dante won't let me. Oh, you're such a good boy. So you brought him here?
Yes? The sister said he's welcome to live here, so... could you please take care of him? I'll be sure to come as often as I can.
Leo adopted a stray. I know it's a child. We shouldn't talk about him that way, but I'm just saying it's cute. Why, of course. I squatted down to get a closer look at him. Nice to meet you. My name is Spacey. You can call me Space. What's your name?
Hello!
I'm Dodo? 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 That's an unusual name.
Oh, his name's
Edward.
Edward. Dodo is his nickname.
Edward. Can't say it all French and fancy, whatever.
You can call me Dodo too, sis.
Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along very well, Dodo.
Yep.
I guess the French use nicknames a bit differently than we do. Dodo just sounds like that's what his parents called him because they hated him and they thought he was stupid. Like, poor child. Nickname. Come to think of it, Wrighton's name is a bit unusual, too. Could it be... Dodo?
Yes?
If someone's nickname is Wrighton, what would their real name be?
I think it'd be Henry.
Okay, how is this not something we saw in the normal route? Okay, and then later, this should not have been something you only get in a bad ending. Where would this scene should have existed in the regular route? Like before we go down the Henry romance route, right? Because that answered, she was like, oh yeah, I kind of suspected Henry and Wrighton are the same. And you're like, what the fuck did you hear? That they didn't, that was like, that's a huge fail. Okay, so I love this game and I really do love the finale route. It's my favorite, but this is just, did they think this through? This should not have been only a bad ending scene. It should have been in the romance thing, but it wasn't. So like, what the hell?
Are you alright, sis?
Oh, it's nothing. Thank you very much, Dodo.
You're welcome!
I reflected on what I just learned as I watched the children playing together. I'm sure I'm pronouncing everything's... Henry's nickname is Wrighton. It was the middle of the night. Okay, cool. I was like, why are we not skipping at this point? That would have made more fucking sense to have been in the romancy part. Because later when she's going on the romance and she knows, it's like, the fuck did she put that together? Because like, are we supposed to know? That would have fucking... Dude? Okay.
Oh, and Space? I know this isn't the time to ask you something like this. But it's been bothering me all this time, so I was hoping I could ask you now.
Okay, about what?
By any chance, is there someone who interests you?
Are you interested in me, Elena? Because I'm swinging that way. Huh? And again, this should have been in the romance route because this is going into a bad ending. It's so weird.
I mean, doesn't someone come to mind? What are you... Elena, it's not like
I mean, yes, there's someone that comes to mind, but...
See, I knew it. You must be in love.
She smiled, seeing me stutter. This is shit that should have happened in the happy version, but didn't. What the fuck? I feel like maybe it should have, but a choice. I'm wondering. It just doesn't feel to me like we should not have seen this in the regular Henry romance end. We should have seen this. It's before now. It just doesn't make any sense. So, like, maybe the guide isn't exactly right. And we should have seen this because it seems weird. That you would get this in the bad ending, but then in the good ending, you don't get any of this exposition that needs to be said. You know what I mean? Anyway. She smiled, seeing me stutter. I suppose you could say I'm in love.
So, who is it? Is it someone I know? Could it be... Come now, Space! Who is it?
Well... Okay. Okay, well this might make sense, I don't know. Signor Sebastiano, is that really what you wish?
Of course. Do you think I'm joking? Kill him.
We do anything for you and follow your command, but... That man is the Falzone's...
And don't let that bother you. His blood may not be red like us, but he's no demon. Use any normal means to kill him, be it with guns or knives.
But even if we do kill him, you'll be jeopardizing your position and...
Just so you know, the Mafia in Berlin is losing hold of their power. Kill him without fail and without mercy. Send him to hell as he deserves.
Are we talking about Nicola? Like, when did they get a hold of him?
He's in the Mafia, so I'm sure he's aware his life is always in danger anyway.
It better not be Leo.
So you have nothing to worry about. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, as you wish.
Who are they killing? Who are you killing?
Fine. Now then, I'd better get back to greeting our fine guests.
Who are they killing? Leo is the only... Okay, don't... You know what? Don't do it. This is the longest bad ending. Because there's so many little scenes that I feel... Well, that one is fine. If you don't see... I can understand that that's a bad ending one. But... I'm not. Just because they're the Mafia doesn't mean they're scary. They're all good people. And then we're supposed to say no? I haven't thought much about having freedom or wanting freedom. This one's yes. Well, I couldn't answer him right away. I couldn't say it hadn't crossed my mind. I have cursed God before.
Yes, and that's only natural.
He closed his eyes and paused for a moment.
To imagine that those with the same fate could be so similar.
It's a burden. He's going to kill me. To be honest, it feels like a burden sometimes. I still haven't been able to fathom to this day that I'm actually special.
You're... Chloe.
Huh?
You're the same as... No. You are Chloe. And the Chloe I couldn't save.
Henry, what's the matter? Okay, see, our answers now drove him insane and he's gonna kill us. Henry's eyes were gentle and kind. He slowly came toward me. Henry? I took a step back.
It's okay. I'll save you.
He was looking at me with a gentle smile. Okay, this is the end where he kills us. I knew he was going to do it at some point. I expected at some point. I expected several endings he was going to kill us. We just got one, though. He reached his hands out to me and softly placed a damp towel over my mouth. My vision went dark.
Does this smell like chloroform?
I heard his words as I fell into slumber.
Please, trust me.
His voice was gentle and kind. I'm not sure we should trust him, I'm just saying.
She was sleeping quietly on the sofa. Everything is ready. It'll be all right. And no one was around, and no one could stop me. She was regaining her consciousness. Her eyelashes were fluttering and her eyes slowly opened as she turned my way.
Henry, where am I? Ah, okay, so he brought us to the casino to just die.
An explosion rocked the casino. She quickly got up and was shaking with fear. It's all right, and don't worry, Chloe.
Huh?
I gently cradled her shaking body. I am sorry, Chloe. I am so sorry. I'm sorry for being so mean to you. It must have been lonely being by yourself, but it's all right. I'll be with you.
Wait, Henry, I'm not Chloe.
It's okay, Chloe. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Just because they're the Mafia doesn't mean they're scary. They're all good people. I haven't thought much about having freedom or wanting freedom. I have cursed God before. You call me the Key Maiden, but to be honest, it feels like a burden sometimes. This game is literally like, every fucking choice you made was bad. I'm wondering if you made, like, say, a different combination of choices, you know? But it still led to the bad ending if it would only show those. I'm guessing it would only show those. You know what I mean? I still haven't been able to fathom to this day that I'm actually special. Henry!
Ah, thank goodness. I can finally save Chloe. Flames engulfed the area as the explosions continued. The ceiling collapsed and rubble fell. She was calling my name in my arms. I could finally embrace her once more.
Oh, he really lost his motherfucking mind. That's almost sadder than Yang killing us, because Yang at least was like, nah, I never loved you, I was just fucking around with you, slits our throat, stabs us, whatever. He stabbed us, I think, to get to Dante, and you were like, what? I never loved you, and then he kind of goes off like, did I, though? And like, oh my god. Oh, dear God. Okay, well, that was all of our fucking endings. So good. Let's do this. Whoops. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Those are the bad ones. I don't want to do those ones. Although we probably could do that. Yes. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. I forgot. Hold on. Before we do this. Do-do-do-do-do. Doo-doo. Ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, yeah, that's nice. Come on, game. Speed it the fuck up, buddy! Okay, hold on. We need to go to options, and we need to go to, sound, voice, hi. We need to, like, test them. Yes! Alright, the voices should be loud. You should be able to hear them. I will try to talk quieter, though. I'm just going to skip through. I'm not going to read any of this again, but I just want to get to the voices. So, and since it's Dante's route, we'll be able to hear him more.
Ah, buongiorno. 朝からお前の顔が見られて嬉しい.
So I'm not going to, like, read the lines back and forth or anything. So if you want to know what he's actually saying, you're going to have to pay the fuck attention yourself. Otherwise, just listen to the nice, beautiful voice.
じゃあ、カプチーノを頼めるか?
It's not how I imagined his voice to be. I still love it, but it's like, I did imagine it deeper. Obviously, the way I did it, but... Sorry, there's a lot of skipping in this.
今日はカジノでビスコンティ、ギルバートとの会合がある。ああ、ファルツォーネとビスコンティの関係は過去にないほど良好だ。 ラオ州が壊滅したことで、ブルローネは三すくみの状態から脱した。以前は構成員同士の小競り合いが後を絶たなかったが、今はそれもない。だが、ラオ州はあくまで、チャイニーズマフィアリュウ・ファンフイの下部組織に過ぎない。向こうに先手を打たれないよう動きを見張りながら、今後の対策を。
This is like one game I absolutely probably would replay with the voice acting on just in my spare time. Not gonna lie.
あ、すまない。
Because I love it so much.
朝からつまらない話をしてしまったな。何も危険が迫っているわけじゃない。
I gotta say, I recommend that with the voice acting parts you have headphones in, because it's just so nice. It's so much better. It's like literally velvet in your ear. You're like, hi, it's just like right in my ear.
備えはあるに越したことがないと、俺もギルバートも考えているだけだ。ヤンが消え、ブルローネは平和になった。その事実には何の変わりもない。何もなければ、昼過ぎには戻れる。楽しみだ。行ってくる。
I'm trying not to skip too much when we get to his voice, so.
遅い。指定の時間はもう過ぎたというのに。
やあ、ダンテ。
Of course, we get to hear kill too, but.
珍しいな。部屋にも入らず。俺のことを待っててくれたのか？
You know what the funniest thing is like, it's been a long time since I've played Code Realize, and obviously I don't play with the voice acting on, so it's different for me than it is for other people that play. But I'm listening to this, I'm like, no, I don't hear Impy. I mean, I know Shotaro Murakubo did both of them, but like, I don't, it's funny, I don't instantly go, yeah, no, it's Impy. Like, I know it's his voice, but like,
そんなわけがないだろう。案内待ちだ。部屋の用意にでも手間取っているのか、まだ現れない。
I'm really hoping Direttore shows up.
へえ。いつもなら呼ばなくても待ち構えてるってのにな。
申し訳ありません。
No, it's just.
大変お待たせし、お部屋にご案内。
ディレットーレはどうした？
あ、自分は。
We don't
へえ。あいつがここに来たのは数年前だったが、思ったより
ディレットーレは政府の役人だ。何かしらの事情が動いたんだろう。
Oh, that's true. In this, Direttore magically disappeared.
もっとも、俺たちには関係ない話だろうが。
公認は言葉が通じるといいんだが。
まったくだ。
Okay, hold on. We're not gonna do the whole thing, but that was good. So that was some fun. Because we gotta do a bunch, you know what I mean? We've got a lot of, we kind of already... Since that leads, we'll go and do a little bit of Gilbert. Because that kind of leads right into him.
1926年2月。
Oh, hey. Awesome. I didn't know they were at the date. Alright. Okay. Oh, look, and then we go right into Yang, who then we're gonna go like...
相変わらずうまいな、ここの料理は。
Okay, when he says things like that, you're like, okay, never mind, I hear it. Okay.
お前も相変わらずよく食べる。
Okay, hi, what? God damn it, Yang, what?
先日ファルツォーネも招いてやったが、あのカポは手をつけもしなかった。
It's so much better with headphones on, just put them on.
ダンテらしいな。
あれも面白みのない男だが、お前ほど無警戒に接されても不愉快だ。開かず舐めた態度を取るようであれば、次こそ毒を仕込むぞ。
It's absolutely what I expect of Yang. The attitude and the everything.
それは困るな。うまい料理はうまいまま食いたい。 お前にどう見えてるか知らねえが、別に気を許してるわけじゃねえよ。俺が料理に手をつけたのだって、ヤンが食べ始めた後だ。
そのコリコーなところがつまらん。
そう言われてもな。で、向こうの動きはどうなってる？
今のところ顕著ではないが、どうやら俺の寝首をかきたいらしい。ブルローネに向けて視覚を送る動きがあることは、すでに掴んだ。
Okay, hold on. I actually just thought we should go back. We should do a couple more from that, but we're gonna have to go to at the end. Okay, we already heard Yang, so we're gonna skip that. No offense to Yang, because we are gonna hear more. Plus, we heard a lot of him there. I realize we shouldn't be spending as much time.
1926年3月。
Because we should go to the my harem ending, and with the very end when everyone's like, hey, blah, 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 Christmas, and then we get to hear everybody's voice right there. Because, like, Lon Fei's there, Oliver's there, frickin' Marco and Roberto, right? Like, we should do that. Now remember, this is Shiraishi. And
やっぱりね、こう動くと思ったよ。
he's also in a mobile. He's in Ayakashi Romance Reborn, which is a mobile otome. I normally hate playing them, but I fucking love it. I spend more time, like leveling up my cards and everything than I do reading the story. I love it. He's one of my favorite characters in it, and talk about split personality. All right, anyway. Oh, and look, we get to listen to Orlok too.
ラオ州は壊滅させた。今のブルローネはファルツォーネとビスコンティが仕切っている。以前よりずっと治安が良くなったし、街も活気に溢れているけど。
He actually, it's so funny. It's so funny. Because, like, I can't remember how he sounded as Shiraishi. But I can think of the other, like, Ayakashi Romance Reborn, and I'm like, he's got the, like, angrier voice, which is almost this pitch. But then he's got his, like, oh, I'm being happy, cute voice. And it's just so funny because it doesn't sound like it at all.
ブルローネが栄えれば栄えるほど見過ごせなくなる連中がいる。
ブルローネはかつての教国領。今も治外法権が認められる特殊な土地。イタリア王国政府も手が出しにくい。
そうだね。そのはずだった。
去年、政府内で大きな動きがあった。ムッソリーニの独裁は、きっとこれからより強固になってく。
ブルローネはヨーロッパの裏口、金のなる木だ。マフィア嫌いで有名な政治家が台頭したとなれば先も見えてくる。事実シチリアはひどいありさまだ。死傷者もシャレにならないほど出ている。
次の標的は、きっとブルローネ。党大会でも、この町の名前が何度かやり玉に上がってる。
どうしたものかな。ブルローネには手を出すなって教国が釘を刺してくれると楽なんだけど。
I could actually listen to both of them talk to each other all goddamn day. I'm sorry. I'm literally over here in a trance, like, okay.
教国には未だに結構な額の上がりを渡している。それに伝承の件もある。過去教国と僕たちは蜜月関係だったらしいけど。これも時代の変化かな。この地に生物が眠っているなんて、彼らでさえ信じていないのかもしれない。
それと、彼女の周囲もいつも通り。
グラッツィエ、それはいい知らせだね。仕事を増やしてしまって悪いけど、助かるよ。
大丈夫。政府筋の情報を探るより、教会の様子を見るのはずっと簡単。
なるほど。
Oh, sorry.
僕はダンテと違って一般人にはそれほど立場を公にしていないし、 僕の恋人だからって悪目立ちするようなことはないだろうけど。
Just talk again.
あの時のような思いは。
Oh no, Roberto didn't talk in that time.
あ、ところで。いや、なんでもないよ。
Sorry, I keep skipping because I think he's done talking.
オルロックか。
His name's so long.
彼は一体何者なのかな。彼自身の動向を把握しておくためにも定期的な接触は必要だ。だけど、彼から悪意は感じない。
Okay, we gotta stop because I could seriously listen to him talk all fucking day. Hi. I loved you before, but I like you even better when you're talking in my ear. Whoops. Wait a minute. What is that? What is that? Is that something we didn't do that we should have done? Hold on. We'll get to that in a minute.
遅くなってしまった。喜んでくれるといいが。ん？家に明かりがついていない。
It's a terrible dream.
どこかに出かけているのか？
Okay, well there was that.
1926年3月。
He's also an Ayakashi romance reborn to Skeisha Carrots. Also, one of my second favorites. I have 2 top favorites, and then I got 4 middle. Yeah.
おはよう。子供たちはまだ寝ている？そうか。どうして？
Oh, I have an idea. Hold on. I'm gonna skip through this because we can go and we can hear Emilio. When he's talking with Emilio. There we go.
真面目に働いているようだね。仕事を紹介した僕としても嬉しいよ。
I love it.
ああ、僕への感謝は不要だよ。これはお互いの得になることだから。君はいろんな手段でお金を稼げる人間だ。良くないことをされるくらいなら、平和な仕事を斡旋させてもらいたい。もっとも、教国絡みの書物を訳すなんて、君には苦痛かもしれないけれど。
文字を読むだけで苦痛は感じない。だから、別に構わない。
そう言ってもらえて安心したよ。けれど、心配でもある。無理に仕事を詰め込みすぎていないかな。今の半分の量でも、彼女と子供たちを養っていくには十分だろ？君は、
Listen, Emilio.
もしか君が、
何をしに来た、エミリオ。
I was like, Emilio just keeps talking. Emilio, we're here for Henry.
彼女ではなく、私に用があるんだろ。
察しがいいね。こういう君たち。実際のとこ。
どうも何も、どうせ知っているんだろう。ファルツォーネの、鍵の乙女の伝承については、何年もかけて調べてきた。幼い頃、姉から聞かされた断片的な話などを、
当時の私には理解できなかったけれど、後年になってみれば。
それで、君は彼女のことをどう思っているんだい？
Oh, actually, I should have gone to load. Never mind. I just want to see, do we have one where we were in the freaking... Those are the finale ones. I mean, these are the finale ones, but... That's chapter 9. Let's see where this one goes. I just want to see. So we're going to skip, like... We just need to see what's happening, you know what I mean? Okay, we could actually technically listen to them all here. But I wanted to see if we can get to Direttore. I want to see if his voice is different. Oh.
Signorina mo yokoso.
It absolutely is. I love it. Okay, wow. I love what he did. Okay, no, so that's the only thing he said. Okay.
Direttore. いや、リトン。
Riton.
証拠は抑えた。
Riton. That's how they say it. I don't know if that's the right way to pronounce it. I don't know. Look, bitch, I don't know shit.
ファルツォーネのアンダーボスと市民等を誘拐して監禁。ついでに殺人未遂か。
今頃は偽札を吸っていた工場もこちらの手に落ちているだろう。
この国の法に照らし合わせても、しばらく牢屋で暮らすには十分な罪状だ。
It's crazy laugh, it's great.
証拠ですか？私を公的な場で裁くことを望まれますか？
Also, he sounds crazy and I love it.
いえ、それは不可能です。イタリア王国政府は私を決して証言台に立たせないでしょう。
It's great.
政府役人による他国紙幣の贋造など、実に恥ずべきこと。
Okay. I just wanted to hear a few lines. I just wanted to see if it was different. I mean, because you'd think he'd have to have sounded different, because when we were talking to Henry, we'd be like, you sound just like Direttore. You know what I mean? I just want to get to the, we're going to have to skip through a lot, because I want to get to the end so we can see everybody's, like, merrily on it. Was that? It wasn't an after story. Gotta go when we're... Oops, okay. Can't live that. Okay, cool. This is where we're thinking. This might be a little bit long because I want to see what that other thing in the menu is. Like, skip through all of this because we don't need to read all that again.
これはどこに飾ればいいかしら？
Oh, Elena.
エレナお姉ちゃん、何持ってるの？
Jean.
綺麗な飾り。じゃあみんなも手伝って。今から聖堂の入り口を飾り付けるから。わーい！やるそちらの様子はどうですか？
No, she doesn't have nearly enough of an old lady voice. It's got to be an older lady voice. She's got like a normal lady voice.
私も手伝いましょう。
She doesn't sound old enough to be Sophia.
例年になく騒がしいクリスマスになってしまいましたね。まさかあの方がブルローネまで慰問にいらしてくださるなんて。
Okay, here we go. Here comes everybody. Yay!
よ、お疲れさん。
Okay. Roberto, you have to say something.
俺たちは聖堂の外で警備だってのがちょいと残念だがな。せっかくだから俺もロズベルグ教のありがたい説教を聞きたかったんだが。
Oh, Marco.
まあ、何かあったら声かけてくれ。
Roberto didn't say anything! Okay! What the fuck? Alright.
ボンナターレ。
はい、ボンナターレ。
Your voice is exactly what I expect from you.
おかげさまで、かなりいいよ。もう普段と同じくらい働かされている。
This is the perfect end.
あ、嘘ですよ。俺たちは止めてるのに、勝手に働こうとするんです、ニコラさん。
ここで立ち話をすると、後ろの邪魔になるな。
My man harem, I love this ending. Makes me feel so happy. After all those bad endings, this makes me feel great again.
よう、ボンナタレ。
今日は冷えるな。雪が降りそうだ。
Sweet fucking Jesus, Oliver, what?
痛み入る。
I'm sorry, I can't breathe. I did not expect that deepness from Oliver, but I approve, I get. Holy shit, what? Bye, Oliver.
こうしてあんたの顔を見るのも久しぶりだと思ってな。
I mean, hi, what? Oliver, where have you been all my life?
ま、
Okay, we've already heard you enough. Go on.
メリークリスマス
That's what I expected of her. Yeah.
それ英語だよ、ラン。ここはイタリア。知ってるよ。それくらい。失礼ね。
神の家は誰でも迎え入れると聞いて、俺たちが入っても構わんだろ？そう驚くな。面白そうな機会だからな。足を運んでみただけだ。
This is the best. I thought this ending was the best ever, and then you get to hear all the voices, and you're, I'm sorry, Oliver is still like, wait, what? Other people, you're like, yeah, no, okay, all right. Oliver, what? That's the shock of the century, thanks. Okay.
いろいろ言ってるけど、それ、お前に会いたかっただけなんじゃない？
I like how Yang doesn't say a thing. Alright, what else we got? That was it. Except for,
ロズベルグ卿をお連れしました。
あれ？オールロックだ！ミサに来たの？どうしてロズベルグ様と一緒にいるの？こら、みんな、静かに。
Okay, hold on, I'm gonna... Oh, wait, whoops.
ただいま。
Oh, hold on. We can go to Bishop Rosberg. We've heard Emilio. The only one we haven't heard is Roberto.
様々な苦難を乗り越えたブルローネの民よ。あなたたちの未来のため、共に祈ろう。
No? Every once in a while there are games where you're like, yeah, not what I expected, but you're like, when you... Or, it's not even that, because, like, obviously, like, but you're like, or you see them and you're like, yeah, it doesn't quite fit with it. You're like, no, I think, no, okay, alright. Oliver, the fuck? I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying I did not expect that. But anyway, okay, that was... the only person...
では、私は他にも行くべき地がある。一足先に失礼させていただこう。
I wonder if we have him in character voice. No, just others. I don't know where it would be where we had him in any of our loads. I mean, in Nicola's route? Oh, you know what? Did we ever save? No, I'm trying to think. Huh. Where did we... I'm just trying to think, like, where the fuck did we see Roberto, like, fucking ever? Well, I mean, in the finale route, yes. Earlier, maybe. Let's just go back here, because we can just skip until we see it. It's just, he's the only one that, like... Hold on. We'll just choose the same things. I'm just trying to think where we would see him, like... No, we'll just keep skipping. Hold on. No, I don't wanna... No! I need to go. It was later, maybe? Whoops. Oh, never mind. I was like, oh, we could have heard Chloe, but whatever. She's not important. No offense. Sorry, Chloe. Not important to us. Like, listen, bitch, you're not important to me. I'm just trying to get to Roberto because he's the only one we haven't heard. He said nothing at the church, and it's kind of like, well, fuck, I don't know where else you would be. Nicola's here. Yeah, now where? He was later on. I'm trying to think where. I know there's. I can picture scenes in my head, but I don't know. Oh, wait. This is actually. Yeah, okay, here we go.
くれぐれも気をつけろ。今のところ、大きな騒ぎは起きていないとしてもな。
Okay. We at least got to hear Roberto. And actually, we can go here a little bit to hear him a little bit more. But then, okay, perfect.
初めて彼女と言葉を交わした日にも、俺は同じことを言ったんだったか。
I feel like his voice is almost like sweeter than I expected him to be, just because he's such a miserable bitch. You know what I mean? I just
俺
figured,
は、今もあの笑顔が忘れられない。
like, oh my god.
マルコ、教会に若い女性がいましたが、彼女の名前は？
ん？教会の子か？
おそらく。見なかったんですか？子供を慰めていたでしょ？金髪の子が。
ああ、それじゃああの子だな。
花のように清楚な彼女にふさわしいのだ。
Okay. Alright. It's only fair. But I'm kind of curious as to what this is. What is this? Episodes following the finale? Is this like the end? Did we already do this? This is like a whole other fucking thing we didn't know existed. All right, this part's going long. We're going to do this. The voice acting is going to be on, so I'm just going to let them say what they need to say, and then I'll just read it. I'm not going to read it in the voices, because now we have the voice acting on, so I'm just going to, like, let them talk, then I'll just read what they said normal. Okay, so, sorry. I didn't know this existed, because, hello, the guy doesn't tell me to fucking do that. That's rude. Rude of the guy. It was 1926. Berlin was in the midst of winter, waiting for spring to arrive once more. Really? That's wonderful! We entered the church, and inside were Space and Orlok. Okay, who are we? Okay, who are we? Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to read it as if we're like the narrator. We're the narrator! Orlok was helping the church while honoring his duty as disciple to guard her.
だから彼女との距離も近いというか、互いに心を許しているというか。
Not helping. I cannot figure out whose voice that is. Is it Dante? Because it can't be Henry, because he's supposedly dead in this. I would think it's Dante, but anyway. I suppose that's why he's so close to her, with her placing unwavering trust in him. They were laughing merrily together, but what in the world were they?
気になる？
Are you curious?
ならない。
Not at all. Space turned our way, hearing our voices and footsteps. I'm assuming it's Dante and Nicola, but... Oh, buonasera! She gave us a bright smile. Orlok bowed his head without a word. He didn't seem surprised at our presence. I assume he noticed right away. Okay, so this is probably going to be a short story, but... Oh, that must be me, because there's no voice. I'm like, there's no voice! Must be me. Isn't it cold outside?
ああ、このところ冷え込むな。
Yes, it's been cold recently. Stopping the car in front of the church would be too obvious. We walked here after getting out of the car a couple blocks away. Is there a problem, Dante? Okay, so it is Dante and Nicola. That was my best guess, and I was right. Okay, cool.
今更だが、少し不思議な気分になった。
It just struck me how strange this is.
まさかお前とこうして他愛ない話をするようになるとは思わなかったから。
I never expected to see the day that I'd be speaking to you like this. I know.
彼女は俺にとって特別な存在だ。だからこそ、距離を取ってきた。
She's someone special to me. That's why I've placed distance between us. I mean, like, we could do this for every game. Read just like this, but then there's, like, no terrible voices. I know you come here from my amazingly awful voice acting. But also, again, it would take twice as long. And then with my rambling.
この関係はずっと変わらないだろうと思っていたのに。今では。
Sorry, Dante, I interrupted. I thought this distance would never change, but now...
会合に限らず、教会に来ることがあれば何でもない立ち話をする。
We conversed quite casually, even outside our usual meetings here. I'm sorry, I'm just falling asleep to the sound of his voice. It's so nice. I never dreamed it would ever happen.
ところで、さっきは何の話をしていたの？楽しそうに笑っていたみたいだけど。
So what were you two talking about? You sounded like you were having fun. Oh, about that! Before Space said anything, she quickly glanced at Orlok for confirmation. Orlok nodded and spoke in her place.
俺は昨日まで峡谷に戻ってたから、その話をしてた。
I was just talking about my trip back to the church.
頻繁に行き来しているよね。以前はほとんどこの町にいたみたいなのに。
You've been going back and forth quite often. I thought you were supposed to stay here.
状況が変わったから、町の状態もすごく安定してるし。
Things have changed. The town is much more stable now.
それに、
And?
俺が留守の間、ファルツォーネが彼女のこと気にかけてくれてる。
I know the Falzone family would take good care of her while I'm gone.
だから、俺が峡谷に行っても大丈夫。ありがとう、ニコラ、ダンテ。
There's such a long time between when he ends a sentence and starts. I was like, is he not going to say thank you? Because, okay, I at least know what thank you is. And I was like waiting for it, and I'm like, wow, that's a long time between sentences. That's why sometimes I talk in between them. Because it just takes a long time. Sometimes. For sentences. Like, holy shit. It's like the sound editor, like if they record like a line and then they just need a little bit less than 5 minutes between each sentence. Like, wow. So, I can go to the church more often now. Thank you, Nicola, Dante.
ファルツォーネとして当然のことをしているだけだ。
We're only doing what's needed as the Falzone family.
そこは素直にどういたしましてでいいと思うけど。
You could simply say you're welcome, you know.
それでオルロック
And Orlok? Nicola picked up the conversation.
あ、実は、峡谷との行き来が増えてること。
Well, with how often I've been returning...
俺の負担になってないかって、ゲイカが気にしてくれて。
His Excellency was worried about whether it was burdening me.
それが嬉しいって話してた。
So I just shared how happy I was to hear that. Oh.
ゲーか。ロズベルグ教か。
His Excellency, Bishop Rosberg. I had noticed how deeply loyal Orlok was to Bishop Rosberg. Nicola?
Hmm?
Did you need me to read that one? Just in case. I heard you've been in and out of town recently, too.
はあ、ちょっとね。アメリカに行っていたんだ。
Ah. Oh, well, it's nothing. I've just been going to America recently. America? You're not putting yourself in danger, are you?
また僕が勝手に暴走でもしたと思っている？違うよ。今回はちゃんとダンテの指示。
Fucking love. Oh, you think I've been doing it of my own accord? No. I've been going there under Dante's orders. He's like, what? Psh, bitch. No. I see.
僕そんなに信用ない？
You don't trust me, do you? Well, you do have a knack for doing things on your own, Nicola.
まったくだ。
Indeed.
俺もそう思う。
I think so too. Nicola chuckled, but didn't refute it because it was true. The doors to the church opened and another person entered. Gilbert?
よう、もうほとんど集まってるな。
Okay. Like, he walks in and you're like, it's fucking Gilbert. Like, you just recognize his voice. But like, when Dante came in, I was like, is that Dante? I think it is, because it can't be Henry, so like... Hey, looks like the gang's all here. Welcome, Gil!
ボナセラ。今日も綺麗だ。
Buonasera, Space. Beautiful as usual. Of course I am. Thank you. Oh, Gil, you're such a playboy.
本気で言ってるんだがな、俺は。
I'm serious, you know. Gilbert shrugged and laughed.
彼女は一時期、ビスコンティに身を寄せていたこともある。
She was under the Visconti's care for a short while.
ギルバートとは良き友人というか、気心が知れた間柄なんだろうが。
Jealousy. I suppose she got along quite well with Gilbert and became friends. I felt that Gilbert saw Space as more than a friend. Odd, perhaps, but I was quite sure of it. Yeah, you all do, because this is my man harem ending.
まだ来てないのは、ヤンだけか。
So Yang's the only one left, huh?
ま、いつも通りだね。
Well, it's par for the course. Here he comes.
なんだ、俺の噂話か？
What? You're talking about me?
もう来たの？
Huh? You're already here?
ヤンにしては早いな。時間通りだろう。
Unbelievable. You're here on time.
どうした？何があった？緊急事態か？
What is it? What happened? Is there an emergency?
まったくもって失礼な連中だ。俺が心を入れ替えたとは思わんのか。
Usually in these, there's like two people going back and forth, and it's like, okay, I can't figure out who's talking. And so, like, maybe with these ones, we should always have voice acting on because it's a little bit easier. Like, not perfectly, because I haven't gotten used to all their voices in my ear playing the whole game, which you'd get used to, but it's like, this one would have been a pain in the fucking ass to read. Who the fuck is talking? What a bunch of rude people. Isn't it possible to you all that I've changed? Yang, I'm sorry to say this, but that's very hard to believe. Space spoke in a serious tone. Yang simply squinted without a change in expression and began to explain why I arrived so early.
近頃退屈でな。ラオ州の拠点にいるより、ここに来る方が良い暇つぶしになる。
It's just been boring recently. I find it easier to come here to kill time. Space shook a bit, seeing him stare at her as if he were expecting something. Yang was a mysterious person. It seemed as though even she was cautious of him after what they had been through.
これから会合を始める。しばらく席を外してくれるか？
Space, we'll be starting the meeting. Could you please excuse us? Okay?
俺はその女と話している最中だが。
I'm still talking to her. Everyone ignored Yang's comment. Space looked a bit concerned, but hurried out of the church as requested.
つまらん。
How boring. Yang shrugged, then stared at everyone remaining as if appraising them.
それで、今日はファルツオーネからの呼び出しという話だが。
So I heard the meeting was called by Felzone.
わざわざこの俺に足を運ばせた以上、愉快な話題を提供してくれるのだろうな。
I love how he just can't even the rumble, like, he says I can't do it, but like that almost like, it's not really a growl, but it's like the growl purr thing going on in his voice when he says things. It's like, I love it. I'm expecting to be entertained after coming all the way out here. Nicola looked at me quietly. I nodded to signal him to speak.
君たちも把握していると思うけど、僕はしばらくこの街を留守にしていた。
I know you're all aware, but I've been out of town recently.
アメリカに行ってたんだろ？
You were in America, right?
そう、シカゴで取引があってね。
Oh my god. The finale route in 1926 is gonna be we taking over fucking Chicago. Damn it. Yes. It'll be fun. Yes, I had a deal to work in Chicago.
その時気になる情報をつかんだから、念のために共有しておこうと思って。
Diodatore's not really dead? I got an interesting piece of information, so I wanted to share it with all of you.
向こうの市場の話か。
Is it about the market prospects there?
そういうことになるかな、一応。
I suppose you can call it that. This is because everybody's friends and we all work together. I love this ending.
ごめん。
I'm sorry, but...
俺、アメリカのことはよく知らないから、聞いてもわからないかも。
I don't know much about America, so I likely won't understand what you're going to say.
使徒の務めに必要なら調べるけど、今までは特に関係なかったから。
I've researched all work pertaining to a disciple, but America wasn't on my list. Oh.
そうか。
I see.
案ずるな、オルロック。俺が教えてやる。
Don't worry. I'll let you know the details.
ヤンが？
Huh? You will? Orlok looked at him suspiciously. I felt the same. Nicola was frowning next to me.
お前にしちゃ妙に親切だな、ヤン。
Well, that's mighty kind of you, Yang.
言っとく
I
が、
know it's Yang.
デタラメを吹き込むようなら、すぐ止めるぞ。
Just know, I'll stop you the moment you spout off some random crap.
随分と疑われたものだな。深い意味はない。
I see now how trusted I am. I have no ulterior motive.
俺もたまには知識をひけらかして、使徒殿に恩を売りたい。それだけだ。
All I want to do is share what I know so I can ask a favor of our dear disciple.
驚くほど信用できないな。
Nothing he says sounds trustworthy.
オルロック、禁酒法を知っているか？
Orlok, do you know about the prohibition?
それは少し。昔教わったから。
Here comes the Italian mafia and the Chinese mafia to save America from not having liquor. Oh, I love it. I heard about it a while back.
100年くらい前、教国とは異なる宗派の信徒がアメリカで禁酒運動を始めた。
Some religious sector outside of the church spoke for prohibition of alcohol 100 years ago.
ああ、聖書と手斧を手にした女が酒場に殴り込んだ話など、実に革新的だ。
It was much more innovative than a lady with a Bible and hatchet attacking taverns.
とにかく政治的な背景もあって、禁酒運動はゆっくり広まった。
That aside, prohibition spread with the help of politics running alongside its movement.
そして1920年の1月、いわゆる禁酒法がついに施行された。
And 100 years later, we're just as fucked up as we were in 1920 anyway. Finally, in January of 1920, the Volstead Act was put into force.
だから、アメリカではお酒を作るのも売るのもいけないんだっけ？
Which is why America doesn't brew or sell alcohol?
そうだ。しかし困ったことに人間は、己を堕落させる毒を欲する習性がある。
Precisely. Unfortunately, humans have a tendency toward corrupting themselves with debauchery. I feel like Yang at this point would be like, America sounds boring as fuck. There's no alcohol. Yeah, well.
どういう意味？
By that, you mean...
かの国では今、酒が飛ぶように売れている。禁酒法のおかげでな。
Alcohol is flying off the shelves there and all because of prohibition. Orlok didn't say a word. Well, he kind of did. Naturally, all frowned at what Yang said. It was good that I had Space leave.
そういえば、ビスコンティは以前からアメリカに酒を卸していたな。
Come to think of it, the Visconti family's been sending alcohol to America.
ファルツォーネも今回の取引とやらは、密輸か密造か。どちらにせよ、酒絡みだろう。
So I assume the Falzone family's deal is related to alcohol as well.
今のシカゴといえば、禁酒法に抗う連中の巣窟だからな。
After all, Chicago's now a watering hole for those against prohibition.
いや、わざわざ禁酒法の説明など買って出たのは、その話をするためか。
Yang, you offered your knowledge only to get to this subject.
俺たちの反応から取引の程度を探ろうという魂胆だろうが、その手には乗らない。
He wasn't done yet, sorry. Unfortunately, you won't be getting anything out of me in regards to our deal.
ファルツォーネは、俺の善意を疑うのか？そんな下心はつゆほどもなかったが。
Oh, so Falzone doubts my goodwill and sharing information? There was no malice behind my offer. Goodwill. He really couldn't be trusted.
まあ、金が稼げそうな匂いがするところには、首を突っ込むさ。俺はマフィアだからな。
Well, we are the mafia. We'll dabble in anything that'll make us rich.
そろそろ本題に入りたいんだけど、いいかな、ヤン？
I'd like to get back to the subject, but are you done, Yang?
俺としては、もうしばし簡単に興じながら互いの親睦を深めたかったが。
I was hoping to strengthen our bond by including casual fare in our conversation, but...
いいだろう。フランチェスカが持ってきた本題とやらにも興味がある。
I suppose it'll do for now. I'm quite interested in what you have to say, Francesca.
期待には応えられると思うよ。
I think I can satisfy your interest. Oh. Nicola nonchalantly began speaking again.
今、シカゴでの取引を荒らしている男がいる。
There's a person disrupting the market in Chicago.
彼はスピークイージーを何軒も抱えているみたいなんだけど。
He has a number of speakeasies around the area. Are we going to tell us what speakeasies are? Speakeasy, a tavern that sells alcohol beverages. Yeah, but it's more like underground.
出来の悪い密造酒を高値で買い取って、儲け度外視の安値で叩き売るらしい。
He's also buying low-quality bootlegs at a high price and selling them cheap. Why would you pay a lot and sell it cheap? Wait, what?
おかげで相場がめちゃくちゃだ。
He's causing chaos in the market there.
随分と頭のおかしな男だな。
A madman, no doubt. I mean, yeah, if you're gonna spend a lot of money to buy high-quality bootlegs and sell them cheap, I don't know. Whoopsie, I hit the wrong button.
まあ、おかしいとしか思えないよね。
At the very least, he isn't normal. It's Dune Torre 2!
俺もそいつの話は耳に入ってきてる。
Electric Boogaloo! I've heard about him too.
だが、わざわざ俺たちを集めて話すほどのことか？
But I doubt he's enough of a reason to gather us here together.
元手がどれだけあるのか知らねえが、商売としてはとっくに破綻してる。
Not untrue. I can't say how much he has in the bank, but his business model is a map to bankruptcy.
放っておいても遠からず自滅するだろう。
I'm
それと
sure.
も、
I'm sorry.
他に何か掴んだか？
It's just this is taking forever. This is why we cannot do voice acting with. I was like thinking about it, like, could we? No, I'm going crazy because I'm like, are you done so I can finish reading? Yeah. I'm sure he'll go down the sink soon, or is there more to him? Nicola hesitated a bit, which was rather rare. He then shared the information he knew.
彼はファントムと呼ばれている。
He's called the Phantom of the Speakeasy! Okay, we need 1926. We have a Phantom of the Casino, and now we have a Phantom of the Speakeasy. I'm so excited. I love it.
ファントム。亡霊？
Phantom isn't a ghost?
彼にはちょっとした特徴があってね。
He's quite unique.
時代遅れというか、舞台衣装みたいに豪奢でアンティークな服装を好んでいて。
He wears antique clothing reminiscent of lavish stage attire from ages ago. Oh my god, it's like the game knew. The game knew me. The game knows me. It's like, you're gonna see Dune Torre and be like, he's the Phantom of the Opera. I'm just like, casino. And then now there's a Phantom who dresses. Oh my god. I can't handle this. I want to curl up in a ball and just giggle so much. I love it. Oh my god. I can't even. Who saw this coming? Who knew? Who knew this was there and was like, wait for it. Wait for it, Spacey. Just wait for it. Oh my god. I hope my excitement is everything you dreamed of when you knew it was coming. I am so in love right now.
その上、人前に姿を見せるときは必ずおかしな仮面をつけているらしい。
Wait, is it Henry? Did he survive and now he's the Phantom of the... Please God, that'd be the best. He also always wears a strange mask when he appears in front of people. Oh my god, he literally... No! No! There's too many similarities. You can't. It has to be him.
なるほど。オペラ座の怪人か。
I see. The Phantom of the Opera.
流行り好きな連中らしい呼び名だ。
I see he's a man of culture. Nice.
まさか。
Wait.
そんな。
It can't be.
男の特徴に俺たちは心当たりがある。警戒に越したことはないだろう。
Oh my god! I'm so glad we didn't miss this! He matches the description of a certain someone we all know.
僕としては直接接触して素性を確かめたかったんだけど、会えなかった。
Oh my god, it is Henry, isn't it? He didn't die. You think he fucking died. Then they never found a body. Oh my god. I wanted to see the person himself, but I didn't have the chance to. And the fact that he dresses like that, oh my god, I'm gonna die. I cannot fucking wait.
どうも彼は自分のスピークイージーにもめったに姿を見せないらしい。
He's the Phantom of the Speakeasy. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking die. I might cry. I'm so happy. This is the most amazing thing ever. I love this game so fucking much. Okay, this just cements it right now that I love this game more than anything. It's my number one. I can't. This is so great. Oh god. Anyway. It seems like he rarely shows himself at any of his speakeasies, too.
ファントムが本当にあの男だとすれば、ニコラが単独で追うのは危険すぎる。
I cannot wait till they localize 1926. If this Phantom is who we think it is, it's too dangerous to have Nicola go after him alone, especially because we're going to get a finale route, like a continuation of this.
だから当初の予定通り帰国させた。
Which leads to why I have him back here.
ブルローネで近々、ニコラの手が必要な取引もあるしな。
The timing was perfect since Nicola had other matters to deal with in Berlone.
その男について探ってみる。
Let me investigate this man.
芸家なら何か調べられるかもしれない。い
His
ろんな
excellent...
つながりを持ってる方だから。
Sorry, Orlok, you just talk too slow. His Excellency may know something with his vast connections.
ああ、 その必要はないよ。
Oh, there's no need to do that. A voice suddenly resounded in the church hall. Is it Emilio? Nicola was taken aback, but he quickly drew his gun and covered me.
待って、ニコラ。この人は、
Wait, Nicola, this person is...
君が手引きしたのオルロック。
Did you bring him here, Orlok?
違う。来るなんて、聞いてなかった。
No, I didn't know he was here. Nicola still had his gun raised.
で、殺していいのか
Yang. So, can we kill him?
だから、待って。ダメ。
I said wait, don't do anything.
まったく請求だね。
Why the rush?
けれど、僕を殺すより、話を聞いた方が楽しめると思うよ。
I'm
君
sure
は。
I'm sure you'll be quite entertained if you leave me alive to tell my story.
ほ
Oh? I calmly looked at the young man.
お前は峡谷の人間か
Are you from the church?
そうだよ。ダンテ・ファルツォーネ。
Indeed, Dante Falzone.
僕はエミリオ。峡谷からの使者だ。
My name is Emilio and I'm God. I mean, a messenger.
峡谷の使者。こんな子供がか
A messenger? You're just a kid.
エミリオは、鍵の乙女の伝承に詳しい。前も、手を貸してもらった。
Emilio's versed in the lore of the Key Maiden. He helped me once before too. This might be like a 2-hour part because this is already going on an hour and a half and this fucker this hasn't stopped. Nicola lowered his gun.
害はないようだね。少なくとも今は。
You don't seem too harmful for now. Doubt, confusion, caution. Emilio smiled amidst the various emotions stirring through the church.
彼には深入りしない方がいい。
Don't get involved with him.
まあ、放っておいても、向こうから勝手に構ってくるかもしれないけれど。
We're absolutely getting involved with the Phantom of the frickin'... You know what? My brain just... Anyway. Though even if you don't, I'm sure he'll get involved with you in one way or another. Speak easy. That's the word I was looking for and I couldn't...
エミリオ、お前がどこまで知ってるかわからねえが。
Emilio, I have no clue how much you know about him or us, but...
ファントムとやらが、俺たちの思う男なら。
If this Phantom is who we think it is...
なんと言われても野放しにはできねえ。少なくとも、ビスコンティはそうだ。
We can't just let him be. At the very least, the Visconti won't let him go.
ギルバート・レッドフォード。確かに君はシカゴと因縁があるけれど。
Its name takes longer to say than a normal sentence. Gilbert Redford, I know you have your ties to Chicago.
ブルローネマフィアに海の向こうのことばかり気にしている余裕はあるのかい？
But does the Burlone Mafia have the luxury to be worried about what's happening overseas?
なんだって？
What did you say?
ああ、怒らないでほしいな。僕はこれでも君たちの味方のつもりだから。
No, it's nothing to be angry about. I'm here to help you all.
地続きの国に足元を救われないよう忠告したいだけなんだ。
I just came to give fair warning to all so that you aren't uprooted from your homes, so to speak.
ドイツで不穏な動きが台頭したって。
There's a disturbing movement emerging in Germany.
そう。本当に教国としては頭が痛いよ。
Indeed, and the church is quite concerned.
中華民国も、リュウ・ファンフイは本気でラオ州への報復を考えているようだし。
In the Republic of China, it appears that whatever is planning to strike the Laoshu.
まあ、それ以上に君たちを悩ませるのは、この国の政府だろうけれど。
Of course, we also have the government here as the cause of many of your problems.
確かにな。
True.
王国政府によるマフィア弾圧は、今年に入ってさらに激しさを増した。
The Kingdom of Italy has been cracking down on the mafia harder than ever before.
首席宰相及び国務大臣様のおかげで。
All because of our dear cannot read that, it's all in Italian, whatever.
そうそう。
Precisely. Emilio still had a smile on his despite the subject being very grave.
ことが起きたのは、ちょうど去年のクリスマスかな。
It all began, yes, around Christmas last year. If you're gonna fucking go back a year,
ムッソリーニは自分のために新しい役職を作り、それに就任して。
I don't think we need this much setup for that part. You know what I mean? Mussolini created his own position, which he assigned to himself.
従来の首相職より大きな権力を手に入れ、一気に独裁を進めている。
Because I just have to and just read it normal because we're going way too long. And I can't, it's like, okay, It's driving me crazy. So there's no way we could do I can read it as the voice acting's going, but then I have to stop and then I gotta read it to you. It's driving me crazy. So anyway, he then took majority control with the power he bestowed upon himself. Sicily took the heat immediately. Yeah, most of them bailed and went to New York and Chicago. I don't know who's speaking and I don't care at this point. In the pure modus operandi of the Mafia, it made sense to leave this country. I can only assume you all know that the times are telling that it's best to move operations elsewhere. Even so, I responded with conviction. The Falzone family must live here on this land. There's no way we'll leave Berlone nor abandon our position as the Mafia. What about the others? What about the Lao Shu and the Visconti? I have no connection to this land, but if the relic that lies here will bring turmoil, I'll stay for the entertainment value, obviously Yang. At the very least, I need to wait for the whatever to come and visit me. I'm going to head for Chicago sooner or later, but the family needs a place to put down roots before we can make any moves. Chicago's already home enough to conflict between the North and South. If they burn each other out, that's when we'll step in and take over the place. Oh my god. It's literally going to be like all the fucking Italian mafia just comes and fucking takes over Chicago. It's gonna be great. I see. I understand each of your thoughts very well. But if what you all said are true, then burning the casino down was a bad move. Gilbert Redford was cleared of his crimes with the public. But then again, this country doesn't like that, right? Well, they were disgraced in finding out that one of their own was behind all that happened. To add, Berlone's casino was a significant source of revenue to the country. You shouldn't have done that! We didn't! Losing the casino was losing a substantial part of their resources. So once Sicily is taken care of, the government will turn their full attention to Berlone. So? Despite Yang's smile, I could sense tension from him. Did you come all the way out to this countryside just to talk? Or did you think we were stupid and unaware of the things you've told us? I didn't come here just to say that. I know I'm reading it fast, but it's just like, we've been here for 30 fucking minutes. Like, just on this alone. Like, holy shit. Emilio gave an innocent laugh. Don't misunderstand him. Orla quickly moved between Emilio and Yang, and I can't, otherwise we're gonna have to split this into two fucking parts, and I'm not prepared to do that, so. There's no reason to fight. The church will assist the Mafia here. Though the church does have its own factions, I can't say it would be their full support. Joseph, Bishop Rosberg's backing you all would be highly advantageous. After all, he may take helm of the church, depending on how things unfold. Orlok smiled proudly. Ah, His Excellency must be doing well then. Yang gave a sinister chuckle. I wouldn't be surprised if he's thinking of getting on Bishop Rosberg's good side. But Bishop Rosberg is pious, so I doubt money or violence will sway him. I came here today. The tone of his voice suddenly changed, to give you some advice. It isn't as profound as a prophecy, but it's something that will happen in the near future. Finally, the reason you're here. Indeed. Emilio looked at everyone, then slowly began to speak. To the Falzone, in other words, to Dante Falzone and Nicola Francesca. I suppose this also involves you, Orlok. The Key Maiden is not one who is always chosen in every generation. I recall reading about that in one of the texts passed down through our family. I believe it stated something about the Key Maiden not appearing for over 100 years. But I thought that was only because no one kept record during that span of time. I recalled His Excellency saying something about it when he assigned me my mission. A disciple must watch over the Key Maiden. Seriously, this would have taken another 30 minutes just to read this. But he mentioned that this responsibility was a rare one. Wait, you're confusing me. I thought Space was chosen to be the Key Maiden right after the previous one. Indeed, she was born only 2 years after the death of Chloe Lambert. Just 2 years. This fact is quite unusual. Emilio continued, saying we had nothing to say. The fact that a Key Maiden was born without much time in between means that her fate may be a sign of a dire event to come, something that requires the relic to be moved. Are you implying that this town is going to experience some sort of calamity? I can't say for sure. All I'm doing is reading the fleeting stars in the sky. But the true trial to befall all of you may actually be coming sooner rather than later. Woo! Emilio's calm voice echoed throughout the church hall. And with that, he left us behind. With nothing more to discuss, we all went our separate ways. Okay, but it's still... Okay, so we're still going. My answer remains the same, and we'll protect what needs to be protected. We won't turn our backs and run, even if a tumultuous future awaits us. The reason being that we are all men of honor. That would have taken another 20 fucking minutes, so it's already been Look, I loved it, and I had a grand time reading that with voice acting, and it was so much better with voice acting, but then it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, it's taking too long, we can't keep doing this. Because I just don't want to spend the time to edit the goddamn parts, okay? I really just don't want to do it, so. There we go. Because, you know, it's going to be another at least 5 minutes. Oh my god, this part's an hour and 40 minutes. Holy fucking shit. Anyway, I can't, you know my thoughts. I love this game. I fucking love it. I love the fact that we got the Phantom of the Casino, and then they were talking about him, and they referred to him as the Phantom of the Opera, but he's the Phantom of the Speakeasy, and I'm just fucking excited. It's gotta be fucking Henry, and if it's not, I'm gonna cry. It's gotta be. It's fucking amazing. Bravo! The game knows me so well. But anyway, I love this. I loved every fucking second of it. I'm gonna miss it. I really am. This is definitely one of those games, like, I've never replayed another Otome game after I've finished, but I think about it sometimes like, just lay in bed with my Switch should be great. And I kind of want certain other games, I'm like, I'd replay Code Realize, but, well, I guess I could take my Vita out of a drawer, wherever the hell it is, and use it. Because I didn't use my Vita to record those, but I used my Vita TV. But anyway, I would absolutely replay this with all the voice acting on, because I love this so fucking much. This was just, I can't say anything else. I loved every moment. You heard my thoughts as we went, but anyway, I'm going to wrap this up here. I do not know what is coming up next after this, so obviously not tomorrow, but the day after. I have no fucking idea what you're going to see. I haven't started recording anything for that, because I have to finish this first, so I don't have my book with me to figure out what the plan was, because I don't know. So I guess we'll see. It'll be a surprise for you and for me. Unless you follow me on Twitter, then I'll probably have posted by now, long before now. This is coming up in like whenever. We're going to do this next. So we got a lot of games. But we've played all of the games that have come out this year. So, except for the Cinderella Phenomenon fan disc one, but that's technically, at the time of me recording this, it's not out and available yet on Steam, so I don't know. But it'll be a shock, so not tomorrow, but the day after, you'll see what's new! I don't know. Anyway, I will see you guys around in other things. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more!